lambs to be slaughtered. We are man lions, riding elephants like Hannibal Barker. IIkkaba. The first human did not migrate from the modern day Sudan, but the land of Ethiopia, my father's land, Rasta, through the regions of the Indus Valley of Akibulan, to a place which never been conquered by no foreign invader or no European. Even the Orisha, Yoruba, Ogun cannot deny this man. I and I can agree to this as man. As I denounce Satan in the ruins of Babylon, as IIkkaba are defending all four directions. Them cannot trick me no longer. So here I thunder, lava, brimstone and fire. Hail the IIkkaba, infinite warrior. Slide.
Kidamawe, I Selassie. What the Rasta man escape, the weak at a chase. Contract to be liar, the running to embrace for that little exposure. The whole have bent over fire blaze. Select a mess, pull it up over with the septonate. Man, they are revelate until the siege find the darkness can't elevate. And by the light of just sun, man, I mean it. Upon the naturality loss of immaculate, say you know. People are perishing with Jack gift and the way you who them venerate in the eye. Forward into white discipline.
All right. You are hearing the poetry of IIkkaba. He is a dub poet and he is Barbadian by birth. He is here with us this morning. Good morning to you.
Greetings in the name of the Most High.
Welcome to the show. So first of all, tell us a little about your tribe. You mentioned IIkkaba in the tune there.
Yeah, I mean, IIkkaba now is a tribe where we are a self-contained unit. I and I Zoom in Fire, he does the production of the music, the instrumentals. I do the craft. And we come together now and let it be known that we serve the Most High, which is King Selassie and Empress Ainanai fully.
Okay, so your style of music, talk to me about that and what it's like for you as a Barbadian living Rastafari in the U.S.
Well, for I and I now, once you say Rastafari, we deal with straight Ethiopia. We don't deal with anything else. No offense to Barbados or any other place, but those are plantations that we was brought to do work on. So for we now, we claim the genesis or the nucleus only. Now, with the poetry now, more time people want to hear music and people want to hear the jump in and make the beat. But the message now, they're not being taught anything. So for us now, the education is the #1 key. That's the only thing that can free the eye.
How would you describe your message through your music?
My message comes through pro-Pan-Africanist. You know, it comes with a level where we can no longer move forward through the eyes or the spectacles of any other race but our own. So the only way we can do this is by being an example to the ones and let them know it's not impossible, you can do it.
There have been a lot of movements in the U.S. The Black Lives Matter, that has been a trending thing with all the violence that has happened against particularly black males. How has that impacted your message, if at all, further?
Well, that message has to be forward because more times in the States now, people say, oh, black lives don't really matter, it's all lives. But those other lives are not being the ones that are attacked. So this Black Lives Matter have to be pushed. You can't have us as your entertainment, but then you want to slaughter us on the other hand. So we have a message now where we have to bring it to the front. It may not be the most comfortable for people because people want to hear a one love mentality. But right now, murder comes in abundance. So we have no tolerance for that.
Yeah, well, the one love mentality, that is something one of the reggae voices of the world, one of the amazing poets of the world pushed, Bob Marley. How do you do that? How do you, are you saying that is not something you would push, or how do you balance it with, you know?
I would say Bob Marley is the prophet, you know, he's the genesis of this kind of movement. And with saying that, at a time where there was no love for us, he pushed the one love. But now the love is already there and it's been established by him. So now we push the educational part.
More awareness.
Yeah, so it's like the aloe. It's good for the body, but it's bitter at the same time.
Awesome. Well, you're home. It's good time. Reggae Festival is on. And your music also has that kind of genesis. To my mind and to my ear in the reggae strain, are you going to have a chance to do any performances while you're here? What are you going to be up to, IIkkaba?
Well, personally, like right now, we just setting the image and setting it where it can be a continuous thing. You don't want to be a person to come out with something and all of a sudden you fade away, especially if you're not doing it for yourself. Because there are ones and ones who are like a sponge and they're hungry. So you have to be able to sharpen yourself, sharpen others, and then come together or one together and say to yourself, what can we do? Don't dwell on the problems, dwell upon the solution.
If you talk about a little about the song we saw that led into this segment,
True.
what would you say? It's very powerful,
True.
strong images, and it seems that you were really recognizing your tribe and your message. So what would you say about that particular tune?
I would say like disciplinary, exemplary is a thing where you can't talk about things unless you walk that walk. So we also speak of Hannibal Barker, which most people don't really recognize or really know that he is an African hero, you know, one of the greatest warriors of time. So I speak of these kind of things, but you don't give it to them too complex. You give it to them simple, where they can pick up a book, they can read it for themselves, and they can eye some.
So they can follow.
Truly.
All right, well, I'm going to say to you, we wish you the best. You keep us updated, you know, I'm sure you'll send us any new music or poetry that you put out.